Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in the video today, we will be learning about RAG. RAG is a very popular term which I'm very sure that you must have heard it in some of the articles or in some of the videos. So I will try to simplify a RAG. So starting from why do we need RAG? So RAG is basically uh, RAG is nothing but it's a retrieval augmented generation. So what happens is like whenever we ask any query to any of the LLM model. So when we say LLM model, it can be OpenAI or uh, Gemini or Grok or multiple. There are lot of options, right? So when we ask any questions to LLM, it has a generic answer, right? So for example, if I ask LLM what is the capital of India, it will it will tell me that the capital of India is Delhi. But if I ask LLM like where is my in which city my home is, right? So that kind of contextual information or personal information, these are not readily available in any LLM model, right? So for that model, for that information, we have to look at RAG. So what RAG does is it kind of provides the contextual information over and above LLM information. So if you look at this architecture, so what happens is like if client asks any questions, so this question will go to this framework, and first of all this question, like whatever the context of this question is, it will do a semantic search with this within this vector database. Now, talking about this vector database, it can be like it can be one of Pinecone or ChromaDB. Now, what happens is like this vector database, we create this vector database as a data storage where all the contextual information uh, gets stored. So we have to provide this information and create this database from where any question, like whenever, like for example, if I ask any information particular to any organization, for example, a lot of HR companies these days, they what they do is instead of having a HR executive, they have a this chat box, right? So that chat box is supposed to answer the questions related to the policy of that organization, which cannot be readily available in any LLM model. Like OpenAI cannot know the policy, HR policy of any company like Accenture or Infosys, right? So for that, what happens is like we have to provide some documents, relevant documents, which contains this information, and that will go to vector database. So this information gets stored in vector database, and this becomes our source of information for any questions. So if a question is asked, it gets the semantic search is done, and then contextual data is provided to the model. And then what happens is like this model, once the contextual information is provided, it will go to LLM, do the post processing, and then LLM will provide the final output. So it is kind of a combination of the basic LLM model, which can answer the generic questions, with vector database, which is sort of a customized data source where we store all the relevant and contextual data so that the answer can be specific uh, for any user, right? So what I'm planning to do is in this would be a playlist where I would look at each of the component of the RAG, like starting from vector database, and then we'll go to different framework which are used for RAG. So in this playlist, we will do the complete zero to hero uh, videos for RAG architectural model. So yeah, this was the introduction. That was it for today's video. We'll connect again tomorrow. Thanks.